Hi, I'm Aygun, I'm 20, I'm from Macon, I drive a 2019 Honda Civic Type R, and I'm here in the car scene for yours today. Well, my dream goal is to be a time attack racer. My dad picked me up from school every day and took me back to work at Honda with him. So, I got to sit in the break room a lot, and then, eventually, as I was getting a little bit older, I got tired of sitting in the break room. So I'd, peek my head out, they'd say, well, come on out. So I'd, go out there, see what they were doing, and, I learned a lot of small stuff. My dad, whenever I was a kid, did a lot of racing. It was a lot of fun to go see that, watch that, stuff like that, the FD, the FC. I grew up around it. There was no way I couldn't be interested in it. So I work at Advanced Auto Parts. I do part sales. It's a lot of fun. I get to help a lot of people find what part they need for their car. My dream occupation is to be in a time attack car. My very first car was an 03 Accord V6 Coupe manual. It was an automatic first, but their transmissions are really bad, the automatics especially. So we put a manual behind it because it was laying around in the shop, and then we supercharged it. There was a car between the Civic sedan and the FK8. It was the FK7, a Civic Sport Touring. I was bored one day at, Honda, hanging out with my dad. My dad was like, well, just go test drive some cars. I'd done this before, do this all the time. I get bored, go test drive some cars. So I, got the keys to a 2.0 Accord, which actually has the Type R motor in it. It has different cams in it though. And it was a lot of fun. It was quick, I did not like that big body though. And so, I was test driving this little Civic and I was like, hey, this is really pretty. And it's peppier. And I was like, I like that one. He's like, well, go set it up. And I was like, you want me to stage it somewhere or something? He's like, go set up the paperwork. And I was like, the paperwork? He's like, go buy the car. And I was like, oh. Whenever I was 16 in my first car, my dad, showed me this. And I saw it and I was like, what is that? And this is before the 10th gen Civics came out. Civics were still tiny compact cars. I was like, what is that, Dad? And he's like, that's a Honda Civic Type R. Immediately, I thought about Integra Type R, NSX Type R, other Civic Type Rs, even the Accord Type Rs. I have to have one, and he's like, that is too bad. Because every dealership gets one, and they are all already paid for. And I was like, dang. As production was being done, most cars are paid for in full, but since my dad was an employee, I got to, swing it a different way. I got my name on a waiting list. I asked my dad, he said no, so I went to my dad's boss. So far, I have a Remus catback with the Valvetronic valve in the center pipe to adjust volume. I just recently, on Tuesday, put in my HKS front pipe and down pipe, and I was so excited because, I was like, whoa, these are from Japan. I have HRS taillights, and probably the most loudest thing about my car is the wrap. That was a spinny whoosh wrap. Really excited for that, really happy for that. So my competition clutch is a twin disc full ceramic clutch, full face, unsprung. It's rated for about 850 pound-feet of torque, which is nowhere near what I'm pushing. But I know that anything I throw at this car, that clutch can handle. So transmission worries, gone. Everything's fine. I will have to change my engine internals before I have to change my clutch. It feels so easy to press down, which I thought that was gonna be a leg killer. I thought my left leg was just gonna be really beefy. But no, it's super easy, and it's unsprung. So, the only thing I really notice about how it feels is on the upward stroke of your leg, it's just a little more springy. So I trusted Competition Clutch specifically because, well, my dad knows the owner of Competition Clutch. He knows him from, previous work. Back whenever my dad was doing drifting and stuff like that, my dad would buy clutches from the owner of Competition Clutch. He was totally fine with me doing this because, of course I asked him. He was really excited because, he remembers his days, and now he's really excited for me to have my days. Thanks again to the guys over at Competition Clutch for having me today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know something. Tell me a funny story. I want to read them.